The issue about Ghana is that it's always had a lot of potential, even without the oil. It's had mineral resources, it has great agricultural potential. It's a matter of the chemistry, everything coming together to just take it off. The oil bit, which is welcomed, and also there are other finds that are going to come, is okay. But I think then we also have a democracy which a lot of countries are jealous about, so stability and everything. So these are the basic ingredients that everybody wants to find a country that is going to actually make the strides. I think with the financial sector, a lot has happened. Within the last few years, the central bank has ensured that the banks are more robust and they can withstand shocks by asking all the banks to increase their minimum capital requirement, which we've done. There's a Basel II and now Basel III, therefore there's a lot about risk and managing risk in the banks. And we're trying not to have what happened to maybe the Western world in 2007, 2008. And control and regulation has actually been heightened by the central bank. Also, there's the proper management of the fiscal policies and things. And in the main, I think when it comes to the financial sector, the government has actually done a lot to make sure that we are stable, and we did a redenomination to make sure that the currency was a bit user-friendly, if nothing at all. We had the backlash of it, because I think behind that was a bit of inflation that the government had to fight. And the CD was also losing its value, but I think the government has put in some measures to arrest the fall of the CD against major currencies. So in the financial sector on the whole, it's been good. In the banking sector specifically, there's been a lot of competition. You know, we had Nigerian banks coming in, and the number of banks now is about maybe 27 banks or something in the region. And that has brought in its wake a lot of competition and modernization with a lot of investment in technology, which was also enabled by the additional capital that the banks were supposed to put in. So we're quite modernized. All the banks almost have Visa cards, which enables easy mobility and access to your monies. There's e-banking. There's also, probably ahead of the Western country, is the mobile banking, which a lot of banks are pursuing. It's quite vibrant and very competitive, and I think it's good ultimately for the consumer and for the Ghanaian. Well, you see, the group now, the flagship, as I said, is the bank, which is what we started as a financial institution. And we were so successful in meeting the demands of the SME, that's how we became a bank. And alongside that, we have UT Properties, UT Logistics, UT Life Insurance, UT Collections, UT Private Securities. And Ghana's economy is not that big. So I think after a while you start to plateau off, because there's no new challenges and you can't grow your portfolio that fast and things like that. And we think Africa is the same as Ghana, except the degrees vary, slight changes in culture. And if it's worked for Ghanaians and for us, we say why not export it to other countries? So for the future, we see Pan-African action that will take UT Financial Services, not the bank, to the other African countries, and we are targeting at least about 10 African countries. We are already in Nigeria and we are in South Africa. It's interesting, you go into these places and you have to study the culture and their own habits and attitudes and things. So we have to tweak our processes and systems a little bit. But basically it's like franchising. We take the whole process and it should work. After Nigeria and South Africa, we're looking at some country in East Africa and other countries in West Africa like Liberia and Sierra Leone, but in East Africa like Zambia and the surrounding countries. So I think we are on track to actually provide the same similar, efficient, responsive service, i.e. lending to the SME sector.